Good afternoon.
Hello, everybody.
We are here for another Fun Fact Friday. And even though we like to think of these as kind of uplifting and fun, where are we standing right now?
Right in the graveyard, mostly Howard's.
Mostly Howard's. But the good thing is we're above ground.
Finally, I mean.
Finally.
Not finally, but yeah.
Yes, we're above ground. That's good. Happily. So what are you going to talk about today for Fun Fact
Well,
Friday?
let me just tell you, first of all, that our family is mostly buried here. My parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great, and great-great-great-grandparents. But there are also some other families in here. There's some O'Neills and Braggs and what were the Balances and Tolsons. But most of these are somehow related to our Howard family that are in here. But what I wanted to talk to you about was Walter and Edgar Howard, two brothers from Ocracoke who moved away in the 1920s, and went up to New York City and made quite a name for themselves in New York City on the vaudeville circuit as the Five Harmoniacs. Edgar played the banjo and Walter played the guitar. They also played washboards and bells and whistles and all sorts of things. And you can read about them online, the Five Harmoniacs. We've written about them on our website, but you can also find them and even find some of their music online. But Edgar's buried over here. As you can see, he was born in 1904 and died in 1909. And people just love looking at his grave marker because he's got his banjo on there. And the epitaph comes from Al Jolson, one of the most famous vaudeville performers ever, who always ended up his performances by saying, "You ain't heard nothing yet." And Edgar decided he wanted that on his grave marker. But he's buried here. His brother, Walter, I think his body was cremated, and at that time he was living in Florida, and it was scattered in the ocean, which was appropriate.
Appropriate for him.
But those were the two. And then Edgar's son, Ronnie Howard, is buried right here. And Ronnie, as you can read on his marker, he was the founder of Howard's Pub. He was born in 1944, and he just died in August of 2024.
And his sister, Ronnie's sister, still lives here and has the sunglasses
shop
on the island. So
right.
You can go there and
she'll tell you some more stories about her daddy.
Her daddy. And I remember him. He lived off the island for quite a while.
He did.
But he came back in his later years, and I remember him oftentimes sitting outside of the church playing the banjo with his toboggan hiked up over his ears. That's a very vivid image that I have of him.
That you have, but there are also some images of him that on our website and elsewhere, where he's quite a striking character with a great hat and his banjo. He was Sharky. I can't remember Sharky's first name. He was a boxing champion, and there's a photograph of Edgar and the whatever his first name was. Sharky was his last name. So they were quite prominent. They played not only in New York City, but different places on the East Coast and as far west as Illinois, I think.
Which in those days was pretty far west.
And they had some really hit songs that they played.
So you have to look them up online. Walter Howard Sr.'s son still vacations on Ocracoke.
Yeah, he lives
in
Norfolk.
And actually got you a lot of the photos that you used in your articles. So
yeah, he was a great wealth of information.
Yeah, stories and photos, so that's great. So if you're on the island, or when you're on the island, I should say, and if you happen to stop in to see us at the Village Craftsmen, just across the street, literally, is Edgar Howard's grave marker right here, and there are a wide variety of other markers in here too. Our more immediate family is right back here, and on another Fun Fact Friday, we might just be talking a little bit about them. So check it out, and I guess
we'll see you next time.
All right, happy day. Hope you have a great day.
Bye-bye.